biggest problem of the world today. People just don't believe that he's coming back one day. Oh no, do you believe?
Okay, Shalom, giving all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem, Rakar Kwadash. This is the brother Lamadia coming back to you to feed the lamb of Yahweh Shah, the hopeful elect. And I've been wanting to do this video for a minute now, so I'm going to put it together, Lord willing, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. So pretty much as we draw close to the end, certain things you want to keep in mind is that when you come into the truth and when the spirit is on you, you carry a whole different vibration or spirit on you. And this is why when we go to work, you might get a dirty look, or you might get treated differently from your other co-workers. And sometimes even, at work, people just not like you without a cause. And you will be separated when you're at work. And that's because the spirit of the Lord is on you, and you're not fashioning yourself at the people in the world, and that stands out. You when you're around the brothers, we used to each other. When we get around the people in this world, we stand out like a sore thumb, and we don't carry or fashion ourselves as people in the world, even with family. Sometimes we're able to keep the peace, and sometimes, Satan just hop on them and they'll just flip out. But my whole thing is all spiritual, and it's just Satan. So what I have here is John 15, and I start at 12, and it reads, "This is my commandment, that ye love one another. That ye love one another as I loved you." Now the words are in red, meaning that Yahushua is speaking. So he said for us to love one another. Other words, be brotherly, show care for one another. Other words, you take care of your brother how you will take care of yourself. Verse 13, greater love have no man. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And that's the brother. And that's what Yahushua had done for us. He had laid down his life for us, so that we can receive mercy from the Most High. And he paid through his blood the deficit that we accumulated with the Most High. Ye are my friends. So the Lord referenced as friends. And if ye do whatsoever I command you, he said, you are my friends if you do whatsoever I ask you. So if you're not doing the things that he asks of you or commanded of you, Yahushua does not reference you as a friend. Now, what's some of the things that the Yahushua commanded and asked for us to do? Feed the flock, feed the sheep, go out there in the highway and byways, make shows, and to teach. And he got a lot of Israelite camps that's not doing these things. So they're not friends of Yahushua. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. So Yahushua, he pretty much he labels us as not being servants, because Yahushua, he revealed to us the things that the Most High have in store for us, and the thing that's planned for us in the future. So therefore he labels us as friends, because somebody that's Lord, you don't tell that person, it's not that person's business. You know what I'm saying? If you go to work, if you have a boss, whatever, and you don't see him for 2 hours and he come back, you're not gonna ask him like, where was you for 2 hours? That's none of your damn business. But Yahushua had referenced us as being friends, meaning he opened up the things that is secret unto us. Everything that was revealed onto Yahushua, he revealed it unto us. It says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I had made known unto you. Ye, excuse me, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, and that's whatsoever ye should ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. So the scripture speaks about bringing forth fruit, and it's talking about righteous fruit, men that's humble and that wake up, and you know what, the fruit that you bring is gonna echo everything that you taught them. Just like we're fruit of the elder Palace Tahar on down, and everything they have done, we echo back onto other men. Where we mirror the image of what we learned from our apostles and our elders. That's why we do our shows. We go out there and teach, and we teach the scriptures correctly. Whereas these other camps, you can pretty much do whatever you want. One guy say one thing and this guy teaching another thing, and that brings chaos and confusion because they're fruit of men that is confused themselves. So verse 7, these things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world will love you. I'm sorry, the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. See that? And we're not of the world. We're not acceptant to homosexuality. We don't accept adultery. We don't accept the freedom of religion. Anything that's unacceptable to the Most High, we don't accept. So the world hates us. We spend our Saturdays going out and teaching the word, and that's not a thing of the world. Because the thing of the world is taking your Saturday and doing something outside of serving the Lord. So we're despised. Verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, that a servant is not greater than his Lord. And this is the point I wanted to get to. So it says, remember the word that I said unto you, that a servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. So in other words, Yahushua suffered. So expect to suffer yourself. Yahushua was betrayed. So expect to be betrayed. Yahushua also was hated. You know, they put a sinner before Yahushua. So don't be surprised when it happened to us. Okay, so Verse 21. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. So that distinguishes two people, the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah, because Yahweh Shah said he was sent. So if Yahweh Shah is the same as the Most High, how could Yahweh Shah sent himself? He's referencing towards the Most High. And if you hate him, you hate the Most High, because everything he did was the orders of the Most High. Okay, so verse 22. If I have not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. And that's talking about 2,000 years ago when Yahweh actually walked the earth. He spoke to them, and they didn't believe. So the biggest sin was not believing in Yahweh. But in modern times, Yahweh is speaking through his righteous men. And when they don't accept what we're saying and they come against what we teaching, they coming against Yahweh. And when they coming against Yahweh, they coming against the Most High. So there's no cloak for their sins. You know what it means to have cloak over your sin? Meaning a covering. All right, a cloak is a cloth, and through cloth you make garments. So if you're not there's no covering over your sin, or you're not clothed, you're exposed, you're naked, meaning you're found in sin. So that's what's going to happen to them. There's no cloak over their sins, meaning there's no covering over their sins. They exposed, they naked. He that hateth me hate my Father also.